As Richard Rohr alluded to, the notion of a spiritual center figures prominently in many of Henry Nouwen's writings. In fact, the very idea behind CenterQuest is inspired and influenced by Henry Nouwen's own fascination with the symbol of the wagon wheel with its focus on the hub to which all the spokes are attached. The symbol actually helped Nouwen understand the importance of a life lived from the center. You see, all of us are born seekers, trying to discover and find our center. We move and journey toward the center, live in the center, draw from the center, and minister out of our center. Henry Nouwen says, from God's perspective, our true identity is hidden in the center of our being, from where we must live. CenterQuest is a hub for genuine seekers who desire and long for true community. In fact, we call our founding community a community of companions that we all share together. And we count it a privilege to be working collaboratively with close to 50 affiliate partners who share in our vision of promoting the Ministry of Spiritual Formation and Direction.
And being a relatively new organization, we deeply value knowing that we're not alone on this journey, in this endeavor. And so it is indeed a privilege to be an affiliate partner of CenterQuest and to be able to work together collaboratively.
It's a delight for the Mott Resources Incorporated, meaning growth alternatives for managing ongoing transformation, based here in Haro, Iloilo City, Philippines, to work collaboratively with CenterQuest. I love the ecumenical spirit behind CenterQuest's endeavor.
CenterQuest's main thrust is our School of Spiritual Direction, a distinct training program with a distinct audience in mind.
SSD, as we call it, is really a one-year focused program which follows a hybrid model of combined residency and online learning. That is global in reach and it's led by seasoned practitioners in the field. It's communal in its emphasis, ecumenically broad, decidedly contemplative in its focus, and highly experiential and praxis-driven.
The CenterQuest School for Spiritual Direction is a year-long intensive program. As such, it focuses on the essential, the core elements of a contemplative practice of spiritual direction: presence, prayer, listening, discernment, the ways of being and doing that enable one to be with God and for another, for the sake of the world, not only in spiritual direction, but in all the relationships and contexts of life. The program requires that participants be actively engaged in a community of learners guided by mentors, and with the coursework offered by instructors passionate about their topics.
I'm convinced of the rigor of online education. I'm convinced that what really beyond my expectations blew me away, that community can develop online. That's amazing. And so I'm thrilled that CenterQuest is developing this school of spiritual direction, because what it does is it makes available for people globally, not just in North America, and people who cannot change towns, cannot commute, who are busy, to have this amazing opportunity to be trained in spiritual direction.
One of the really unique things about our School of Spiritual Direction training program is a residential component. We do have an opening and closing residency, which will be held in various retreat locations all over. For example, we're here in Southern California right now at Serra Retreat House in Malibu, and it's a wonderful place for all our cohorts to fellowship together, to learn together, and of course have rich and refreshing times with God.
The CenterQuest School of Spiritual Direction does involve a certain amount of intellectual study and critical thinking, but clearly our emphasis is not academic. It's what we would call contemplative. We do want to stimulate the mind, but at the service of the heart, that deepest part of the human person where we are encountered by and encounter God and one another. And it's because of that that we emphasize in both our online courses and during our 2 one-week residencies, praxis, experiences and practices that help the participants to integrate what they're learning into actual experiences. And those experiences might be self-reflection, prayer, or being present to and with another person.
I really love coming alongside people one-on-one and in groups. And so you can imagine how thrilled I am to be working with CenterQuest in their group spiritual direction class.
Mentoring is integral to the mission and ministry of CenterQuest School of Spiritual Direction. In order to provide continuity and build community, we have put in place mentor-guided learning in a communal setting. Our SSD mentors play a crucial role in providing continuity for our participants as they pray with and for them, encourage them, and along with the participants, discern and assess their progress and growth.
I love the mentorship model that lets every student be companioned by a mentor one-on-one and in a small group throughout the duration of their time in the program. I mean, how cool is that?
We're excited about the representation of participants joining the School of Spiritual Direction. They represent countries from all over the world, including Australia, Asia, and all of North America. We anticipate a deep and rich learning experience for everyone involved. We're looking forward to starting our school with great anticipation.
As a pastor of 29 years, I want to keep growing in my own intimacy with Jesus and in my ability to companion others. This is why I'm really excited about participating in CenterQuest School of Spiritual Direction.
Here in the Philippines, I'd really like to see more and more Filipinos to be exposed and trained in the ministry of spiritual direction. I can't wait to be part of the inaugural cohort of CenterQuest School for Spiritual Direction.
We see part of our call to be a connector and a bridge builder. We desire to work collaboratively with the broad spectrum of the body of Christ. And it is our great desire to walk alongside of others toward the center.
So we would invite you to come spend some time with us at CenterQuest, www.cqcenterquest.org. I think it'll be a lot more fun if you come and join us.
I invite you to join the Hub. Come on board with us at CenterQuest. Join our community whether as a learner, participant, collaborative partner, a prayer and financial supporter, or simply a fellow journeyer together toward the center.